what we can improve on, and hopefully we come up with a double.
And coming to the ground today, Guwahati, a long way from where you normally play. Is that exciting to come to these new places, play games where you may not have played before?
Yeah, I think it's challenging for like most players, but for me, I look to adapt because possible. I don't open the packet, so I look to watch most of the innings, first turnovers, just to see what the wicket is doing, so I can adjust this and going on to play my shots. But based on the training session that we have, it's not a wicket where a lot of fun. But at the same time, working to keep up the fast bowlers what we can. So I'm not going to say it's a wicket that we all can push on the front foot, but not the most bouncy wicket in India, I would say.
Just speaking of
Confirmation. Look at the Knight Riders have won the toss. They've chosen to bowl first. That was a surprise. You could be a factor, but let's take a look at the playing 11 for Rajasthan Royals. They're batting first. Of course, the big news is that one season for RR. So RR would desperately want these two spinners to come to the party and expect a better showing from Jofra Archer with a new ball. And Kolkata Knight Riders also have to make a force change. Sunil Narayan sits out of this one. In comes Moeen Ali for his first game for the Kolkata Knight Riders. But that's a big miss as far as the top order is concerned. What does that mean? I think Ali will now have to just open with quitting the top.
Yeah, it certainly will look like that for sure. It's Moeen Ali can open the batting as well. He's very, very versatile batter. Obviously, when he's at his very, very best, he's very devastating. So look, it'll just make a couple of adjustments to their combinations. But as we said earlier, the Rajasthan Royals batters and bowlers will be very happy that Sunny Narayan is not playing. But the KKR team, they do have firepower through that middle order that they need to get exactly right after the previous game, and also their bowling, especially their new ball. That's probably the biggest concern for me with KKR, is their new ball bowling without their spinners. Spencer Johnson obviously trying to replace Mitchell Starc, Vaibhav, and also Harshit Brahma as well. So those guys are going to have to really step up tonight.
A man will have been really happy looking at going to be the key battle that could decide the fate of this game.
Now this is a good shot. A shot we've seen 1,000 times before. Sanju Samson. And lots of class from Sanju Samson.
Sanju Samson may not be leading the Royals right now, but he's still the leader of this batting unit. Against Sunrisers Hyderabad, Samson tried hard, but it wasn't quite enough, chasing to 87. Samson is particularly lethal against spin. Since last season, he's averaged almost 100 against spin, and has hardly been dismissed. Today, this generation All Star goes up against the There's only been one winner in this battle so far. Samson has taken Bowman to the cleaners. He's bowled, he's fearless, and he's in red on form. Mr. Spinner didn't have a line out against RCB, but he's fired up to make amends. Samson versus Varun is a battle that will play out right in the power play. And Varun strike back in this battle between Generation Gold and Generation Bold.
For Varun Chakravarti and company, Sanju Samson will be the prize wicket. So the big question, how do you get him out? You've got the perfect game plan. Kane Williamson and Akash Chopra.
Currently, Sanju Samson is playing purely as a batter. He's already contributed in the first game itself, and therefore KKR, you need game plan. And that is why we've got Kane, one of the finest brains in cricket, to actually decipher that. So Kane, this is something that you noticed with Sanju Samson, going to be the side with the threes. Yeah, I mean, he's such a strong player in the short ball. A lot of fast bowlers do hit that hard leg, so he's setting up to get deep in the crease, loading that front leg, and able to access that short ball, which he does so successfully. And then try and basically force bowlers to go full him, and he's very good at that step too. So he's able to put bowlers under a lot of pressure. We've seen that from season to season. And is this something that you tell your faster bowlers as a captain in, well, it's quite interesting. Because of the strengths of Sandy Sampson, which is dominating the short ball, being able to step hit straight, actually still using the fuller delivery but hitting the top of the stumps rather than overreacting. And that can happen a lot in T20 cricket when you're under pressure. So he's got the short ball away, actually not going straight to Yorker, but hitting the top of the stumps just to try and change that batsman. And that's, I guess it's also getting validated here, what Ian has been saying. We're looking at the Jefferson versus Pace since 2022 in the IPL. And the ball that are finishing within the stumps is averaging just 19. If it's missing the stumps, doubles up and
who tend to hold up a little bit off spin, like that was 6 over mark. He's the guy who can really set up the innings beautifully for Rajasthan Royals.
Take a look at those numbers.